In accordance with Chapter 11, Article 3, Section 24B of the West Virginia Code, as amended, the Doddridge County Commission will now convene as the Board of Review and Equalization for the County of Doddridge. It is the Board's objective to be fair and impartial in all decisions while serving the citizenry of Doddridge County. The Doddridge County Assessor and the West Virginia Tax Commission will be present as needed and will provide any explanation in regard to the appraisal or assessments of the property in question. A liberal rule of evidence applies, and as a rule of thumb, most evidence will be allowed into the record and the board will give the weight it deserves. The protesting party must prove with clear and convincing evidence that the appraisal of the assessor or West Virginia Tax Commissioner is incorrect. This is the heaviest burden of proof in non-criminal law. If denied relief, you as the protester have the right to appeal to the circuit court. Are there any appeals scheduled?
We have no appointments for today.
No
We
appointments.
naturally, it's open, you don't have to have an appointment.
Yeah, we'll have to, basically we'll just have to sit here and wait for a few minutes for anybody who wanted to be on the agenda. But didn't get here exactly at 10.
There was, we spoke last week there, I told you that there was Sweeney on the agenda. And so I did check, and my office has been in contact with her. I sent that to, because it appeared to be she wanted to come for the mineral hearing part, which is on the 17th. It doesn't appear at this point to be a value questioning. It appears to be a how it's actually listed on the books, and it spans generations and others that is on the book, and my people have looked at it, and it's basically like, well, if you want this broken down and you want this assessment brought up to date, there's going to have to be title work which we're not allowed to do. There's got to be title work and things recorded in the county clerk's office to bring that up to date. And so she has been advised of that and wasn't happy with that answer. So I don't know if she's planning on coming, if she's going to write a letter. I don't know what I don't know that you all are going to, it doesn't appear to be a value problem that she has. It's just that how it is on, that it's not divided up the way she wants to divide it up. Well, like I said, it spans, there's literally probably hundreds of people that the estates just weren't settled, and it might be on the books of Jim Smith. Nothing's ever done like it keeps being divided up. So we'll find out more about if she's coming, if she's doing an appeal by letter, or how it's, because she's on for the 17th.
17th.
Yes.
Okay.
And Tara and Consol are still.
Tara and Consol are on the 17th.
Is it in? She's in Tara. I'm sorry.
On the 17th?
Yeah. It's not in Tara and Consol again. Correction, just need to. We've taken care of most of the inquiries just with informal hearings. People get the 10% increase letter, want to know why, and we've taken care of all of them.
The post-it note thing.
Oh, that's the Sweeney one.
Okay.
Right. That's,
Who was that?
All over the place.
there's hundreds of people involved in it. But like I said, I don't think it's a value issue. I think it's just not happy with how it works. But other than that one and Antero, I don't think that there's any others on the schedule that have actually, is there any that have made appointments?
Is Mr. Kaufman coming?
Oh, yes, Mr. Kaufman, wanted to, he's on the,
I think he's scheduled for 11.
he just wanted to just be, he doesn't know that he's coming to appeal, he just wanted on the agenda just in case. He was going to be in Ritchie County and at their hearing, so he just wanted to be on the agenda just in case, but I don't think that he's wrong.
Now maybe we'll wait till 10:15, give anybody an opportunity.
Hey, Dave. Ken, want to ask you a question?
This lawsuit with Antero and Consol and all that, I understand this to be that they have a piece of property, and whenever they put their rigs and stuff up on it, that's considered improving the property, and you guys are taxing the improvements and not taking off the cost of those improvements. Is that right? Okay. What is it then?
The appeal that Consol it's the, and Antero, it is the same, at the October Board of Review and Equalization hearing that you was at. It's that same, that's the same evidence as before. They do not agree with the state tax department on how the wells are being valued. They do not agree with the cap on expenses that was given. They did not agree with how much they were being allowed from, it's all of that they discussed in that hearing, that Board of Review, equalization hearing, that the commission said, no, we're going to stand with the tax department's back. Now they've just taken that same thing to circuit court.
But
But it's just on the wells. It has nothing to do with properties and rigs and things like that. It's just on the actual wells themselves. They say that, because there's a formula that is applied to that as to what depth are they in, how old is the well, what was the expenses, and they go through all of that and then they come up with a value. Well, the state tax department values them and they come up and they say, according to our appraisals, this well is worth $10 million. And Antero is doing their formulas and saying, oh, well, you don't allow enough for this, so if you did allow more here, then the final outcome would only be valued at $70 million. There's a dispute on how they're coming up with the value.
if they win, will people be able to use this same argument with their property tax?
I'm not an attorney. That's a political question.
The basis primarily, is, if I understand it correctly, is the operating expenses, is the basis for the difference.
Right, that seems to be, there was two main points in that whole case, was the operating expense, and there was something else.
It had to do with the percentage, the 2%.
Yeah. But that was a big part of it, was the operating expense.
They're claiming they didn't put them all in there. They didn't put all the operating expenses.
Right, that was their.
It wasn't deducting that off of their total value.
Right, they were saying that when the state tax department.
Really wouldn't have anything to do with personal property.
Right, when the state tax department sends out to the companies an expense, they try to get an expense report as to how much it costs to drill the wells. Well, at that point, Antero said that.
Not drill,
Pardon?
not drill, operate.
Operate. Well, however, whatever they included in that expense, I don't know, but they're different line items. Well, Antero said theirs would have been a lot more, but their accountant didn't put, some more information down there, so it was like, that, all of that was presented at the Board of Review and Equalization hearing in October.
secretary runs out of paper. Maybe we have talked too much.
Was he going one for both? And we're back
How you doing, Derek?
Friday. We're back Friday. We're
Yeah,
in
Friday.
position again Friday.
6 o'clock. All right, I think we've probably given,
We have fulfilled the code.
okay. All right, so, I guess we have to, do we need to